Today was my first full day in Australia, and it already feels like an adventure. After landing in Sydney, I checked into a small hostel near the city centre. It's simple, but it has a friendly vibe. I even met a few travelers from other countries. I was nervous about my English, but everyone has been patient, which makes me feel more comfortable. In the afternoon, I took a walk around the harbour. The opera house looks so cool in person, and the weather was perfect. I can already tell that I'm going to love exploring the outdoor spots here. I also tried a famous meat pie for lunch. It was delicious, but I felt a bit clumsy ordering it. I guess I'll get better with practice. Today, I took my first surfing lesson at Bondi Beach. I was a bit nervous, but the instructor was really friendly and encouraging. The waves looked big at first, but I slowly got used to them. Standing on the surfboard was harder than I thought, and I fell off a few times. Still, I managed to stand up once for a few seconds. It felt amazing. After the lesson, I walked along the beach and enjoyed the sun. I even talked to some other surfers who gave me tips and shared their own experiences. It felt good to connect with new people. Later, I bought some fish and chips at a nearby cafe. The food was delicious, and the view of the ocean was beautiful. I'm excited to keep exploring and try surfing again. I can't wait to see what else Australia has to offer. Today didn't go as I had hoped. I started my first trial shift at a cafe, but it was harder than I thought. I struggled with the English phrases and made some mistakes with customer orders. My boss wasn't very happy, and I felt embarrassed. I wanted to do well, but I felt a little lost. After my shift, I sat outside the cafe and took a deep breath. I reminded myself that it's okay to make mistakes and that I'm here to learn. I'm trying something completely new, and that takes time. To cheer myself up, I took a walk along the beach and watched the waves. I felt a bit better, remembering why I came here. Even though today was hard, I'm not giving up. Tomorrow is a new day, and I'll try again with a positive attitude. Today, I moved in with my host family. I felt a bit nervous, but they welcomed me warmly. They are Sarah, Mark, and their kids, Liam and Emma. Their house is cozy, with a garden full of flowers. It already feels like a home away from home. We had dinner together in the evening. They made a barbecue, and we talked about many things. They were curious about Japan, so I shared stories about Tokyo and festivals. They also gave me tips on places to visit nearby. The kids were shy at first, but they opened up when I showed them Japanese snacks. I'm excited to learn more about Australian culture. I look forward to spending more time with them. It feels good to have a place where I feel welcome. Today I spent time with Liam and Emma. They wanted to show me around the neighborhood. We walked to a nearby park where they like to play. The park was full of kids and had a small pond. There were also many tall, green trees. Liam showed me his favorite climbing tree. Emma introduced me to some of her friends. I felt like a big sister, which was nice. The kids asked me many questions about Japan. I taught them a few Japanese words, and they tried to say them. It was cute. On our way home, we stopped for ice cream. I'm really enjoying my time with the family. It feels good to be part of their daily life. Australia is starting to feel like a second home. Today, I went on my first hike in Australia. Sarah and Mark took me to a national park. I was excited to explore the trails and see the nature. The scenery was amazing. Huge trees and colorful flowers. We even saw kangaroos hopping around. The hike was challenging, but I enjoyed it. We walked up to a lookout point. The view was breathtaking, with mountains and the ocean in the distance. Sarah and Mark shared stories about the wildlife and plants. I learned so much from them. After the hike, we had a picnic lunch. The food tasted even better after all the exercise. I feel lucky to be here and to see these beautiful places. I'm excited to explore more and make new memories. It's been 1 week since I arrived in Australia. Time has gone by quickly, but I've experienced so much. From surfing lessons to exploring new places, each day has been an adventure. Living with Sarah, Mark, Liam, and Emma has made me feel welcome. They are patient and kind, which helps me feel at home. I'm still learning English, and I make mistakes. But I remind myself that it's okay. This is all part of the journey. I'm grateful to be surrounded by nature and friendly people. The beaches, parks, and even the cafe have shown me a new way of life. I'm excited for the weeks to come. There will be challenges, but I'm ready to keep learning. Day 8, first day at language school. Today was my first day at language school. I was excited but also nervous. My classmates are from different countries, but the person I talked to the most is a girl from Taiwan. She loves Japan and knows so much about it. We became friends quickly. It felt nice to meet someone who loves Japan as much as I do. We talked about our favorite places, food, and culture. I'm happy to have made a new friend on the first day. I'm looking forward to learning more and meeting other students in the class. This is going to be a great experience. Day 9, a fun day with Lynn. Today, after language class, Lynn and I decided to explore the city together. We grabbed some lunch at a small cafe near the school. It was fun talking about our countries and finding similarities between Taiwan and Japan. After lunch, we went to a local park. The weather was perfect, sunny but not too hot. We walked around, enjoying the trees and watching people play sports. Lynn told me about her family and how she grew up loving Japanese anime. It's so nice to have a friend who shares similar interests. We also made plans to visit a nearby museum this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. Making friends in a new country isn't easy, but Lynn makes it feel so natural. I'm glad we met on the first day. Day 10, struggling in class discussion. Today's language class was tough. We had a group discussion, and I felt lost. Everyone shared their opinions, but I couldn't find the right words to join in. I wanted to speak, but my mind went blank. It was frustrating. I realized I need to work on expressing my own ideas better. It's not just about knowing English. It's also about having confidence in my thoughts. I know it will take time, but I want to be able to share my opinions clearly in the future. For now, I'll focus on improving little by little. I hope next time I'll be able to speak up more. It's a challenge, but I won't give up. Day 11, a small victory. Today's class was better than yesterday. We had another discussion, and this time I was able to speak up a little. It wasn't easy, but I shared my opinion about the topic. My words weren't perfect, but my classmates listened and encouraged me. Lynn gave me a smile after I spoke, which made me feel more confident. It's just a small step, but it's progress. I know I still need to improve, but today I felt like I was moving in the right direction. After class, I felt proud of myself for not giving up. Even though I'm far from home and learning isn't always easy, I'm starting to believe in myself more. Day 12. A day at the art studio. Today, Lynn and I went to an art studio. It's a place where you can paint for free, which was amazing. I've never been to a place like that before. Lynn told me that she majored in art in high school, and wow, she is so talented. I watched her paint, and it was incredible. Her skills are on another level. I felt a bit shy about my own art, but it was still fun to try. We laughed a lot and had a great time together. I'm really happy I went with her. It was a new experience for me, and it made me appreciate art even more. I'd love to go again and improve my drawing skills. Day 13. Meeting new people at the international event. Today, I went to an international event with Lynn. It was hosted by the language school, and people from all over the world were there. At first, I felt nervous, but once we started talking to others, it became so much fun. We met students from Brazil, Germany, and Korea. Everyone was so friendly and curious about each other's cultures. We shared stories about our countries, and I even taught a few people how to say simple Japanese phrases. It felt great to connect with new people. I'm glad I went, even though I was a little shy at first. It's amazing how much you can learn from others when you step outside your comfort zone. I'm excited to see what new friendships come from this experience. This week has been full of new experiences. I met so many people, from Lynn at school to new friends at the international event. Every day I'm learning something new, about Australia, about other cultures, and even about myself. The international event was a highlight. It reminded me how exciting it is to meet people from different places and share our stories. Even though I was nervous at first, stepping out of my comfort zone felt rewarding. I'm also starting to feel more confident in class. Participating in discussions is still hard, but I'm slowly improving. I'm proud of the small steps I've made, and I know that each day I'm getting better. Looking back, this week has been challenging, but it's also been one of the most exciting weeks so far. I'm excited for what's next. Day 15. Overcoming my nerves in a presentation. Today was presentation day in class, and I was so nervous. My hands were shaking and my heart was racing. I prepared as best as I could, but standing in front of everyone made me feel anxious. When it was my turn, I took a deep breath and started speaking. I stumbled a few times and forgot some words, but I pushed through. My classmates were kind and gave me supportive nods, and my teacher praised my effort afterward. It wasn't perfect, but I felt a huge sense of relief when I finished. This experience showed me that it's okay to make mistakes, and I'm glad I faced my fear. It's a small step, but I feel more confident than before. I'm already thinking about how I can do better next time. Day 16. Trying Australian food for the first time. Today, Lynn and I went to a local market to try some Australian food. The market was busy with colorful stalls and lots of nice smells. I tried a beetroot burger. It was very different from anything I've had before. It tasted unusual, but I liked it. After that, I had a lamb pie. It was also new for me. The flavors were strong, and I enjoyed trying something outside my comfort zone. We spent the afternoon looking around the market, talking to local sellers, and learning about Australian food. It was a fun day, and I felt like I got to know the local life better. I'm excited to try more Australian dishes. Day 17. A calm day at the beach. Today, I spent a quiet day at the beach alone. I needed a break from the busy week, so I brought my notebook and sat near the shore. The sound of the waves was soothing, and I watched the water shining under the sunlight. I felt grateful for the chance to be here, experiencing life in Australia. I wrote about my feelings, both the challenges I've faced and the moments of joy. Being away from home has been tough, but the peacefulness of the ocean reminded me that it's okay to slow down and reflect. I feel ready for whatever comes next. It was a simple day, but one I'll always remember. Day 18, volunteering at a cultural event today. I volunteered at a cultural event at the language school. The day was about sharing different cultures, and I helped show Japanese culture. I taught people how to wear a yukata and showed them how to make easy origami. Many people were curious about Japan, and I loved seeing their excitement. Some even asked me about my favorite places in Japan, which made me happy. It was a busy day, but I enjoyed meeting new people and sharing my culture. I felt proud to be a part of it and to make new connections. Volunteering has always been fun for me, and this was a great experience. Day 19. A new friend from France. The new term began today, and we have some new classmates. I was excited to meet them, and I quickly made friends with a girl from France. Her name is Mally. We had lunch together at a cafe near the school. We talked about our cultures, our favorite foods, and the differences between Japan and France. She told me about her hometown, and I shared some stories about Tokyo. It was refreshing to have a deep conversation with someone new. She seemed genuinely interested in learning about Japan, and I'm curious about her experiences as well. We exchanged numbers and made plans to explore the city together. I'm happy to have made another friend here. Day 20. Hiking in a nature. Today, Lynn and I went hiking in a nature. It was a beautiful sunny day, perfect for a hike. The trail was surrounded by tall trees and unique Australian plants. We even spotted a few kangaroos in the distance. The hike was a bit challenging, but it felt great to be out in nature. Lynn and I talked about everything, from our favorite movies to our dreams for the future. It was nice to get away from the city and enjoy the fresh air. By the end of the hike, we were exhausted but happy. We sat down for a small picnic, enjoying the peaceful surroundings. It was a day I'll never forget, and I feel grateful to have a friend like Lynn to share these moments with. Day 21. My first party with school friends. Tonight was my first party with friends from the language school. I was a bit nervous at first, but the atmosphere was so lively and welcoming. We played music, danced, and shared snacks from our different countries. It was amazing to hear everyone's stories and see how much we all have in common despite our different backgrounds. I even tried a few new dance moves. It was a night full of laughter, and I realized how much my English has improved. I felt more confident speaking and joining in conversations. By the end of the night, I was tired but happy. This party made me feel like I truly belong here, and I can't wait for more moments like this. Day 22. A cooking lesson with Sarah. Today, Sarah showed me how to make Australian meat pies. We started by making the filling. We mixed meat, vegetables, and some spices together. The kitchen smelled so nice while we cooked. Sarah explained each step, and I listened carefully. Then, we rolled out the dough to make the pie crusts. It was a bit hard, but Sarah was very patient and helped me. We put the meat filling in each crust, then closed them. It got a little messy, but we laughed and enjoyed it. Finally, we put the pies in the oven to bake. When they were ready, they looked golden and delicious. Sarah and I sat down and ate the pies together. They tasted so good. I felt proud to make a special Australian dish. Cooking with Sarah was a wonderful experience, and it made me feel closer to her. Day 23. Visiting a wildlife sanctuary. Today, we visited a wildlife sanctuary to see Australian animals. I was excited because I had only seen these animals in pictures before. When we arrived, I saw kangaroos, koalas, and even some emus. The kangaroos were much bigger than I expected, but they looked calm. At first, I felt nervous to go close, but the staff said they were friendly. I took some photos with the kangaroos, and it made me very happy. The koalas were resting in the trees. They looked peaceful and very cute. I wanted to hold one, but they seemed too relaxed to touch. Lynn and I enjoyed exploring the sanctuary together. Being close to these animals helped me understand Australia's nature better. It was a special day, and I will remember it forever. I hope to visit again someday and learn more about these animals. Day 24. Surfing on my own. Today, I decided to try surfing alone for the first time. I felt a bit nervous without my friends to encourage me. The waves looked bigger than usual, and I was worried I would fall a lot. But I took a deep breath, got on my surfboard, and paddled out. I tried to balance and stand up, but I kept falling into the water. Each time I fell, I got back on the board and tried again. After many tries, I finally stood up for a few seconds. It was only a small success, but I felt very proud. Surfing alone was a big challenge, but it was also really fun. Each time I surf, I feel a little stronger. I'm excited to keep practicing and improving my skills. Surfing has become one of my favorite things to do here. Day 25. Helping a new student. Today, a new student from South Korea joined our class. He looked a little nervous, just like I felt on my first day. The teacher asked me to help him and show him around. I was happy to do it. I introduced him to my classmates and told him about our daily schedule. We walked around the classrooms and talked about the school activities. I remembered how confused I felt when I was new. We talked a little and he seemed to feel more relaxed. I felt proud to help him feel comfortable because I understood his feelings. This experience made me see how much I have grown since I came here. Helping someone new made me feel more confident. I hope he will enjoy his time here as much as I do. It felt nice to be the one welcoming a new student. Day 26. Movie night with friends. Tonight, I joined my friends for a movie night. We watched a famous Australian movie and everyone was excited. I didn't understand every word, but I enjoyed the story. The movie had many funny scenes and we all laughed together. It was interesting to see Australian humor because it's a bit different from Japanese humor. After the movie, we shared snacks and talked about our favorite scenes. My friends explained some jokes I didn't understand. This helped me learn new words and expressions. Spending time like this made me feel closer to my friends. It was also fun to learn more about Australian culture. I feel very happy to have made these friendships, and I hope we have more movie nights soon. Watching movies together is a great way to relax and enjoy each other's company. Day 27. Reflecting at a cafe. Today, I went to a quiet cafe to relax and think. I ordered a coffee and sat by the window. I took out my journal and started writing. I thought about my time in Australia so far. I have done many new things and met wonderful people. Every day has taught me something new. I have tried Australian food, gone surfing, and learned about local culture. Since arriving here, I feel like I have grown a lot. Writing in my journal helps me understand my feelings. It also helps me remember the memories I am making here. I feel proud of myself for trying new things, even when they were hard. My journey has had challenges, but it has also been very rewarding. I am grateful for every moment, and I look forward to more. This quiet time at the cafe helped me see my progress. Day 28. Saying goodbye and looking forward. Tonight, we had a farewell party for Lynn. She is going back to Taiwan, and I will miss her very much. Saying goodbye made me think about my own time here. When I first came to Australia, I felt nervous and unsure. But over time, I grew stronger and more confident. I have made wonderful friends and tried things I never imagined. I learned so much and changed in many ways. Each experience has helped me become the person I am now. I feel very grateful for everyone I met and everything I did here. The first month in Australia has passed so quickly. But I know this is just the start of my journey. My adventure is not over yet. There are still many places to visit and many things to learn.